Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. Guys, we've recently hit 500 subscribers on the channel, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. Thank you guys so much, each and every one of you, for subscribing. The channel's been alive for, just over a month and a half now, and to hit 500 subscribers in this short space of time is just, it's so crazy. I mean, the growth of this channel it's just taken me by surprise. So it just show that I am doing something right, if a lot of you guys are enjoying the videos, subscribing, joining the Discord, chatting with me in the Discord, chatting with each other. I'm really sensing that this community is going to be growing so strong going into the bull run. If you guys don't know about the Discord, it's free, it's in the description. Please jump in, have a chat with me, with the community. Let's put our ideas together and see what we can do. If you're new here, I've been in crypto for 5 years, over 5 years since 2019, and I'm a qualified financial advisor in real life. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Now, the crypto that we will be discussing today is called NetMind Power or NetMind.AI. I'm not a fan of their website. Just going to throw it straight off the bat. It looks very simple, very basic. So we're going to use the white paper today to really analyze what the project's about, what it does, and really explain the fundamentals. So jumping straight into the white paper for NetMind Power, I really do like their white paper. It's not actually as technical as other AI projects such as BitTensor or whatever, where they maybe overdo it on the technicality and make it difficult for the average mind to understand. But I'm still going to put it in my own words, just in case some of you still walk away confused. But essentially what the problem is that there's a surge in demand for high performance computing these days due to the growth of AI and machine learning. The tech giants control most of the computing power, leading to higher costs and limited access for the smaller players. This monopolistic control essentially would just stifle innovation and competitiveness for the smaller organizations. This is where NetMind Power comes in. They're a decentralized computing platform with the team coming out of London and Washington, DC in America. It aims to address the challenges faced by the organizations and researchers in accessing affordable computing power for AI applications. Now, it's going to aim to do this by creating a global network of computing power for AI models by utilizing the idle GPUs of users worldwide. Now, if you've been on my channel, you know that there's a similar project called Gamer Hashcoin, GHX. I've created a video on this token, and it does a similar thing to what NetMind Power is trying to achieve, where you get to utilize your idle CPU or GPU power on your computer and get paid in the token. Now, whilst GHX primarily focuses on the gaming side of things, NetMind Power is essentially going to use the computing power for AI development and deployment. We can see the key features down here. It's going to be training and inference programs for AI models. There's going to be the NetMind chain and token, the utility token for accessing the platform services. It's going to be low latency, widely connected, and easy to manage infrastructure. And overall NetMind Power is going to level the playing field for AI computing by providing affordable and accessible resources for, all organizations, whether you're big or small. Moving on to the volunteer computing network, as they call it, we can see that there's a GPU resources today, a commodity that are increasingly owned by hyperscalers and big tech companies such as Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. So I'm not sure if you guys keep up to date with the real world stuff, but Nvidia is obviously the biggest manufacturer of these chips, and there's predictions that they're going to suffer a chips shortage in the future in terms of GPUs, which is why their stock prices is actually going through the roof in the last few years. If you invested in Nvidia stocks, you're doing very, very well for yourself. But NetMind attempts to tap into the abundance of underused and idle GPUs worldwide. Instead of letting them sit unused, owners can contribute them to the NetMind Power and earn rewards. This creates a global network of computing power, which then fuels the training and inference platforms of NetMind Power. When users need computing resources for training or inference tasks, the platform efficiently routes their requests to the most appropriate GPUs within the network. The training platform of NetMind Power is the foundation of the decentralized computing ecosystem. So it allows users to train and fine-tune models using the idle GPUs of participants around the world in an efficient and cost-effective way. So the key features, obviously, that it's decentralized. As we mentioned previously, there's a resource allocation and scheduling. It's got an intelligent system which optimally assigns tasks to the most suitable GPU in the network. We've got data partitioning and model aggregation, and we've also got security and privacy. It's going to be secure and private. This point here, essentially, in simple terms, is it just breaks down training data models into smaller parts, processed in parallel by GPUs. Then it combines the results to form the final trained model. Overall, their training platform offers an efficient, secure, and cost-effective AI model training in a decentralized setup, empowering organizations to leverage AI without the traditional limitations. So in addition to the training platform, we also have the inference platform on NetMind, which is designed to complement the training platform by providing a seamless way for users to deploy and run inference on their own AI models, models created by others, and open source off-the-shelf models. So the key features, obviously, model deployment. They can deploy their trained AI models on the inference platform. Scalability, it can be automatically scaled up and down. We got cost optimization. Obviously, we're looking to, have the most optimal cost possible, reduce costs, the common traditional problems with these AI models and decentralized GPUs. This is going to be looking to solve. And obviously, as we mentioned previously, it's also secure. We've got security as well. Again, the general features are pretty self-explanatory. I love this white paper. It's so simple to understand. But, we've got the incentive mechanism. If you contribute your idle GPU, you will get paid in the NetMind token. It's interoperable. It's, a wide range of AI models and frameworks. Pretty self-explanatory as well. And they're also environmentally sustainable if you really, care about that sort of thing. Some people do, some people don't. But, it's there. Moving on to the NetMind chain. This is essentially going to be the backbone of the NetMind Power Network, functioning as a decentralized platform for tasks, transactions, and functions. It's also based on the Ethereum 2.0 technology and uses NMT for operations. We can see here that they use a mined nodes, master nodes, and a staking mechanism as well. These are the mined nodes and the master nodes are distributed machines that validate transactions and build the blockchain. Users can then stake NMT against mined nodes to receive rewards. The top 21 mined nodes then become master nodes, receiving extra rewards. So essentially, the more you have, the better you are. The NetMind chain protocol uses a proof of authority consensus algorithm in contrast to the typical proof of work or proof of stake. Now, compared with proof of work, the POA does not need to consume a lot of resources to maintain the performance of the network, making the maintenance cost extremely low. Now, in comparison to the proof of stake or delegated proof of stake, in these algorithms, the more tokens a user owns, the more likely they are to become nodes and be responsible for producing blocks. However, in POA, the validators responsible for processing transactions and validating blocks must go through a series of reviews and must ensure their own reliability. We've got the reward calculation and withdrawals here. Users contribute resources or staking NMT, receive rewards in NMT. The smart contracts manage rewards calculations and withdrawals transparently. And we've also got task scheduling and fee payment. It integrates a task scheduling system into the blockchain, ensuring fair allocation of computing power and incorporating fees for services. This ensures fast service delivery at the best price for the users. So the tokenomics of the NetMind token is where I have my first amber flag. I don't want to call it a red flag, but amber flag, because I've seen better tokenomics, but I've also seen worse tokenomics. So at first glance, we can see 40% is allocated as rewards for providers of computational power. We've got 30% for staking rewards, 20% for the DAO community, and 10% for the team. So in terms of actual allocation there's nothing wrong. However, there's these vesting schedules which can get quite confusing, and I'm hoping that the team itself can come out and clear a lot of this up, because at first glance it can be a little bit, at initial glance it can be quite confusing to understand. But long story short, from what I've gathered is there's not really an inflation risk, because we can see there's first 10 years, then the following 30 years, then the 60 years. So this is like a lifetime, so people's lifetime. So we don't really have to worry about all the tokens being in circulation at once, because what does it say? Yeah, here the maximum supply is 10 billion. I probably should have started with that, but the maximum supply is 10 billion. And whilst it's not obvious what the current circulating supply is, from what I've gathered, I think it's about 12 million in circulation right now. This is obviously a very new project, and after speaking and researching within the Discord, within Twitter, I came to the consensus that apparently after 1 year the total supply will 5x. So go from about 12 million to about 60 million, which obviously isn't massive in terms of actual number of tokens, but in terms of a 400% increase in supply, that's pretty big, which is something to keep in mind. But 12 million tokens right now is pretty scarce. But yeah, moving down the tokenomics, we can see there's different reward types. You get rewarded for obviously volunteering to the computer network and just being connected. You get rewards for the power utilization fees, which is in sync mode and async mode. And this is where I didn't see many people talk about it, but there is a burn mechanism built into the tokenomics as well. We can see in the sync mode, 50% is of the total computational power fee will be paid to the volunteer, while the remaining 50% will be burnt. And in the async mode, 80% will be paid, with the remaining 20% burnt. So there is a burn mechanism, which is obviously always good within a project. We also have obviously staking rewards you get paid, mining rewards. You've got the election and voting rights as well. And there's also a cross-chain bridge. So closing off the white paper, we have the different user types that NetMind Power aim to facilitate. So we've got the demand side, which is obviously, the machine learning practitioners who actually want to use the platform for training and, fine tuning machine learning models. We've got it for the researchers as well, as it says researchers from universities, government institutions and private companies. They'll be able to use a training platform to train and fine tune their machine learning models as well. And then also developers, software developers that, they might not be experts in machine learning, but are seeking to embed AI and machine learning capabilities into their applications. They can use the inference platform in a cost-effective and scalable way as well. Then obviously we've got the supply side, anyone owning a GPU, whoever it is that has a spare GPU, spare computer just lying around at home, you can set this up and use it to essentially contribute to the network and be rewarded in NMT, some passive income. And then there's a blockchain side as well. You've got the NetMind chain mine node, which validate transactions and create blocks in the blockchain. Users can connect their machines to the network and are rewarded in NMT as well. So we've got 3 different types of users that it facilitates, which is quite interesting actually. You've got the demand, the supply side, and also the blockchain side. And finally, looking to the future, we can see they just want to, enhance the platform, improve the community and the ecosystem. And they've got this decentralized pricing model they want to implement, which is giving providers of computing power the ability to set their own pricing for the usage of their machines, which obviously opens up a whole different marketplace. And it, again, isn't something I've really seen in crypto so far, which would be quite interesting. The team is also fully doxed with LinkedIn profiles and full names available for everyone. It seems to be primarily an East Asian team, and the team's got a very good CV. They've all come from top university backgrounds, including, Oxford and Cambridge, which are top 5 in the world, or top 10, however you want to put it. The CTO actually has a very impressive CV. I want to say his name, Zhao Huang. Sorry if I butchered it. I'm not Chinese, but Harry Huang on LinkedIn. He's got experiences at MicroStrategy, Microsoft, and Coinbase as a software engineer, which is, very, very, very impressive. And on top of all that, NetMind Power was also a finalist at the UK Business Tech Awards. So, there's a lot more credibility there to their actual project and team. They have a decent social media presence as well. You've got about 11,000 followers on X and about 2,000 in the Discord. The Discord was a bit weird when I went in there. We can see they tweeted out here there was unauthorized access to the Discord server. I mean, I asked a question about the circulating supply and got blanked, which, is always great. But there's a lot of scams going on. This is just generic stuff in crypto regardless. They got the real token address on their website as well. So please, if you are interested in purchasing this token, do your due diligence and make sure you're purchasing the right thing. But there's a social media presence. They do update the community on the regular as well, which is, always good to see. Moving on to the price of NMT today, we can see it sits about $3.65. Now, CoinMarketCap is doing what CoinMarketCap does, and it's having incorrect data. It's saying that its market cap is currently 400 million with 109 million of NMT in supply, which I don't think is correct. With a fully diluted of 36.5 billion. Yeah, I don't think that's correct. So we're going to go on to Dex Tools and look at the all-time chart. So here, again, we can see it's about $3.65 with a market cap of $44 million, circulating supply of 12 million, and about 5,000 holders, which is decent. It's still early stages. This token, as you can see, launched, early Feb, only a few weeks back. And I mean, the price it launched at, or early days, 10 cents, 20 cents, pennies, and then you can see this monumental rise. I mean, wow, look at this. And now we're stuck in a little breathing accumulation phase here. It's not a bad time to purchase if you're a strong believer of the project. But I mean, obviously if you got in here, you're doing quite well for yourself. But yeah, going off what we know about the inflation in the supply, I think I said earlier in the white paper that going off all the emissions and stuff for the next year, we can expect the supply to 5x. So we'll bump this up to about 60 million in supply, which would bump the market cap up to about, quick maths, $220 million. So if we assume a worst case scenario, right, we assume, we're on a 60 million supply with a market cap of 220 million. It's a mid cap, technically. It's not a low cap, it's a mid cap. Price prediction, anything AI is going to pump, and judging by this team is very, very good, and judging by the actual product and the use case, it's ticking a lot of boxes. Can it 10x? Absolutely. It can easily go from, worst case scenario, 220 million to 2 billion easily. This probably is a multi-billion-dollar project if they continue developing, with the team, with the CV, with the marketing that they plan on doing. It can easily be a multi-billion-dollar project, which from this current point, at a market cap of 44 million, it is like a 50 to 100x. It's not bad. But obviously we have to take into account the emissions. Now, I believe that NMT is only available on PancakeSwap. Well, it's got Uniswap listed here. But you can buy it on PancakeSwap. I mean, $14.5 million of volume in the last 24 hours is absolutely crazy. But Yeah, an alternative token which I wanted to discuss as well, which I just quickly threw out there in the white paper, is Gamercoin, GHX. It's a similar model where you can utilize your idle GPU, CPU power and get paid in the token. And they're all similar market caps as well, 35 million versus 44 million. So yeah, if you're curious about this one, there's a video up on my channel. Feel free to check this one out. But yeah, going back to NMT, one cause for concern I do have is I always compare AI projects to BitTensor because I consider BitTensor or Tau to be the absolute king and the pinnacle. Could BitTensor essentially create a subnet for, decentralized GPU, which it would essentially make this project not useless, but it kind of takes away its USP. But that's like a hypothetical, something just to consider. Are you better off investing in BitTensor or this? If you've got higher capital, I would opt for BitTensor. And if you've got lower capital looking to do, more returns, obviously the risk return, or the return anyway on NetMind token is a lot higher, I'd say right now, than BitTensor. To conclude the video, we're going to head over to my coin scoring matrix. If you've been around a while, you can see it's got a new look to it. The previous look was just, it was very amateurish, and I finally got some time just to give it a little makeover. But yeah, NMT, innovative or excellent technology, 100% a yes. It really is. Relevant narrative, it is AI, so it's going to be the most relevant of narratives, so that's a green as well. Low market cap, I'm going to give a yes, because obviously we'll go off the $40-50 million it is right now. That is low. I'm not going to obviously use the 5x in 1 year's time in terms of supply to inflate the market cap. But yeah, it's a low market cap right now. Good tokenomics, I'm going to give a yellow because it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. I think in the middle, the 10 billion supply is obviously a lot, but in terms of emissions, it's over a long time scale. And obviously there is also a burn mechanism built into place, which I think they need to throw out a little bit more obviously. I don't think enough people know that there is a burn mechanism built into this project. Experienced, incredible team, 100% yes. We got MicroStrategy, Coinbase, Microsoft. We've got Oxford, Cambridge graduates. We've got a really, really good team here. Key partnerships, I haven't seen any right now, but it's early days. I'm not really going to judge a project off its partnerships in the first few weeks. I'd rather than focus on the actual product. But yeah, so right now, not really any key partnerships, but I can see that changing. Active communities, yes. We saw the Twitter and the Discord. They do speak regularly, do update, and remember, it is early, so it's not going to have tens, hundreds of thousands of followers just yet. Shiny coin effect is a yes. It wasn't around in the last bull run. It's a new token. Fair launch, I'm going to give a maybe in the middle because I don't know, and I did research to try and find out, and I'm not going to ask in the Discord again at the expense maybe of getting blanked. But I couldn't see if it was fair launch, so I'm going to keep it in the middle right now. I don't want to say either side. But yeah, we've got a promising roadmap as well. In the white paper, we did see that they've got plans in the future for the price mechanism, and they want to create an ecosystem, etc. So there is a promising roadmap there as well. But yeah, guys, that is my video on NetMind.AI wrapped up. Now, concluding thoughts, you are getting in early on this one. It's only been around for a few weeks. It's only really available on PancakeSwap as well. No major centralized exchange. So, the sooner you get on these projects, the better. But it's up to you. It is going to pump regardless. This isn't going to be $3.50. This can easily go into the tens, maybe if not hundreds of dollars. But it's easily going to go up from here. It's just up to you to decide for yourself, is it a better investment than Tau, than Cubic, then Render, then GHX, or any of these other AI projects. I'll leave that choice up to you guys. But yeah, that's my video wrapped up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I'm so grateful, guys. You don't understand. Very, very grateful for the support you've shown me. Again, jump in the Discord, have a chat with me, have a chat with the community, leave a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.